AMAC on the mix. Ugh.
Yo, what up guys? AMAC back with another quick tip, and today I want to talk about the concept of tuning your drums to the key of your song. This is going to be a great tip for engineers and producers alike. To be honest, I think that this is best done in the production stage, but it definitely makes its way to the mixing stage all the time. I found that people don't always think that percussion instruments actually have a key or a note, but what a note is at its core is a vibrating frequency. Therefore, the percussion and literally every sound you ever hear is hitting a note, or at least in between one. In this video, I'm going to focus on the kick drum as it's the most important due to its relationship with the bass. When something is out of key in a song, it's going to create a dissonance that you're going to be able to feel. With percussion, this often gets overlooked, so if you feel like you can't get your kick to sit right when maybe it should be, I suggest that you check the note of your drum. Of course, we can do this all by ear, but I think it's best to go over a small amount of music theory with you guys. You don't need to know everything about theory, but even the smallest bit of knowledge is always going to come in handy. So first things first, we need to understand what a key is. A key consists of the scale of notes the song revolves around. In modern music, that generally consists of major and minor 7-note scales made out of the 12 notes available in the musical alphabet. A simple Google search of major and minor keys will tell you the notes that are in each scale. Now, when we start to get to work, we need to know what the key of the song is. Hopefully we already know that, but if we don't, there are a couple programs and plugins that can help us figure that out. Most notably, Mixed in Key and Auto Key from Antares. We can also use these programs and plugins to help us figure out what the note of the kick drum is as well. Now, whatever the key of this song is going to be the root note, aka the first note of the scale, and that is the note we're going to be aiming for the kick to hit. So let's say your song is in the key of G minor, but your kick is hitting in the note of F. How are we going to change the kick's note? We are going to do something called transposing, which in this instance will be moving the kick from one note to another note. We're going to transpose using semitones, which are also known as half notes. Now, as I said earlier, there are 12 notes available in the musical alphabet. The easiest way to describe a semitone is to show you a chromatic scale, which is the only scale that uses all 12 notes. Each note we move on this scale is one semitone. Also to note, the black keys can be called sharps or flats based off of what note they are before or after. So for example, F sharp is also G flat and A sharp is also B flat. That's important to note for how a key finder may show you the note of your kick or your song. So how do we go from F to G? Using the information I just gave you, we will move down 2 semitones. G is 0, F sharp is 1, and F makes 2. Now let's say we are trying to move to A sharp from G. That would be moving up 3 semitones. Again, G is 0, G sharp is 1, A is 2, and A sharp makes 3. Now, there are a few different plugins you could use to transpose as well. One of them being the Sound Shifter plugin from Waves, and also whatever DAW you're using is going to have a way to transpose notes as well. In Pro Tools, I would be using Elastic Audio. I'm not going to get into that process in this video because I am going over a lot just on this basic concept, but I will show another video down the line of that. But this is what it would look like for me to transpose a kick drum in Pro Tools. Now, something else to keep in mind while you're transposing is that it's going to have a change in the tone of the kick as you move it. And this will be especially noticeable when you take longer leaps, like let's say like 5 semitones. So something I like to do if we're getting a little too far away from the original tone of the kick, whether it's too punchy or now too low, I'll try to move the kick to the 3rd or the 5th note in the scale. So let's again say we're in G minor, that would be A sharp or D. Again, you can find out notes with a quick Google search of the scales. Now, after you've applied your semitone changes, you can check it again with your key finder source, but most importantly, your ears. And once it feels right, then you're going to be good to go. So yeah, let's start tuning our kicks for a better sonic mix, guys. And that is my quick, but definitely a little bit in-depth tip for today. Peace.